Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Microsoft Pulse. It's a slim crew today with just myself and Tom Duff, but we're going to go through the Microsoft roadmap, so you don't have to. We'll talk about what's in development. That means that Microsoft is working on it as we speak. We'll talk about rolling out, meaning it's fresh off the stage and is rolling out to the specified tenants, then launch, which means you should see it if you're in one of the specified tenants, and then canceled or duplicate. So I'm going to start off with what's in development, and then Tom is going to take it away, and then I'll come back in for the canceled and the duplicates. So Microsoft Teams efficiency mode. Teams efficiency mode improves performance and responsiveness on hardware-constrained devices by applying a reduced resource configuration by default, helping maintain meeting quality and responsiveness during collaboration. And that's due out as quickly as May, and everybody gets the love on that worldwide: GCC, GCC High, and DoD. And then in SharePoint, we can create Word, Excel, and PowerPoint files with AI. This also comes out in May. So you can ask AI in SharePoint to create a Word, Excel, or PowerPoint file based on the information you've already gathered within SharePoint. Now that, however, is only coming out to the worldwide tenant, also known as the standard tenant. Then we also have SharePoint governance reviews dashboard for site owners. So site owners, according to Microsoft, have a critical role to play in ensuring the accuracy of site information, including the site's necessity, its owners, members, permissions, and sharing settings. Microsoft is introducing the governance reviews dashboard in private preview, a centralized view where site owners can see all pending site governance reviews in activity, ownership, attestation across the sites they own. This dashboard shows required actions, due timelines, and site enforcement statuses, and allows site owners to take action directly from one place. Now, combined with the consolidated policy notifications, it replaces multiple emails with a single actionable governance surface. This is coming out in June, and it's got me kind of excited. And it's coming out to the standard tenant. No love yet for the higher tenants. And then one that really amazed me, OneDrive. Sync support for up to 1 million items on Windows. So OneDrive Sync supports syncing up to 1 million items on Windows devices, helping teams manage large document libraries and shared content at scale without compromising across devices. This preview requires the insider's ring and that devices meet minimum hardware and configuration requirements. Devices that don't meet those requirements continue to sync up to 300,000 items supported. That's a 300,000 item supported limit with no disruption. Now, if you're really excited about that, do not hold your breath because that's coming out in December. You will be blue by December. But it is coming out for everybody. What'd you say, Tom?
I said, on the other hand,
everybody gets some love. And then we've got Outlook. There's a bunch of them for Outlook. Teammates calendars in the left nav. Bulk opening and closing calendar groups in the left nav. And multi-select events on a calendar surface. So the multi-select events, users can now multi-select events on the calendar surface to perform bulk operations like open, copy, paste, delete, and categorize in, you guessed it, hashtag new Outlook for Windows, similar to classic Outlook. So what they're doing is they're taking the new Outlook for Windows and getting more feature parity between that and the classic. Didn't learn anything from Coca Cola. And then I'm going to leave the rest for Tom
Okay,
because I've
cool.
taken quite a few and I could take quite a few more.
Yeah, there's a few that are not Copilot related that you could have
I
taken,
know.
which would have been fine. Uh,
Okay.
I'll take them.
Okay.
So on Copilot, we have Copilot improve long file navigation using document structure, enabling more accurate answers and clear citations. So instead of just taking the whole thing and go, yeah, let's figure out where stuff is, it's actually improving how Copilot reads long and complex files by making it more aware of document structures. So when you do ask a question, Copilot can now navigate in the most relevant parts of your document, for example, specific sections and pages, before answering, helping reduce missed details and improving confidence with clear citations that are easier to trace back to the source, which you always want to have that man in the middle, and they're making it easier to be that. So that's nice. June of 2027, so that's really out there, but it is
Mhm.
coming to the worldwide standard tenant. Then we go down to Planner. We have Planner Agent Chat. So this is introducing built-in Planner Agent Chat with natural language Q&A, smart task discovery, and in-plan task management. They don't give a lot of description in this particular one, but I know a lot of people have asked for agents that work with Planner or having more Copilot interaction with Planner without having to spend for premium stuff. Looks like we're going down that path now. That's coming out in May to Worldwide Standard Tenant. Then we have two that are very similar. One is for PowerPoint home page, which is the client, and the other one's for the web app. But this is creating a presentation with Copilot in PowerPoint directly from either the PowerPoint home or the web app. So you can now create a presentation with Copilot in PowerPoint straight from the PowerPoint homepage in the file menu or from the Copilot web app. So that just makes it a little bit easier to get started using Copilot with PowerPoint. That is coming out in May, and it's Copilot and Worldwide Tenant for all that going on. If I scroll down a little bit further, here are some of the things she would have taken if she was a little bit more grabby.
But I'm
uh,
not.
but you're not. SharePoint, file actions in SharePoint. So with AI in SharePoint, you can find, analyze, and organize files all from chat. SharePoint understands complex requests like rename these files by date or move old reports to an archive folder. It analyzes your library, suggests a plan, and executes it with your approval, saving you time and effort. This is really cool if you've got a bunch of files that you want to get consistent naming structure in, but you don't have it. Now you're going to be able to do something like that using AI. So that's coming out in May, coming out to the standard worldwide tenant for SharePoint. Then we have Microsoft Teams. And I did not know this occurred. I guess I haven't done any large files. Unblock users to send message while file is uploading in the background. So apparently, large file sharing in Teams today introduces blocking behavior, forcing users to wait for uploads to complete and disrupting real-time collaboration. Not good. To improve productivity and reduce perceived latency, we're introducing asynchronous file uploads. This allows users to continue sending messages while the file uploads in the background, enabling a more seamless and uninterrupted collaboration experience. So that's kind of cool. You can do two things at once. That's coming out in June, Teams Worldwide Tenant. And then I think this is the last one. It's Microsoft Teams, Quick Share for Images. So in Teams, Teams is extending Quick Share to images, making it fast and easy to share visual content across chats and channels. With access from hover, right-click, overflow menus, and shared tabs, you can quickly copy links or share images while preserving existing permissions. That's coming out in June and is going to Teams in the worldwide tenant. And that's all the ones I have for in development.
Well, fabulous. Why don't you roll on to rolling out?
Yeah, we both decided there was very little that we had in common
Yes.
here. So I'm going to take three of them here. First one, Copilot. Copilot uses enterprise assets hosted on Adobe Experience Manager when creating presentations. There's 3 entries for this. I don't know why they're all different, but they're all the same from what I can tell here. Once you connect your asset library that's hosted on Adobe Experience Manager to Microsoft 365 and Copilot, Copilot will create presentations using your organization's images. So that's really nice if you've already invested in Adobe Experience Manager, that you can get all that content to make sure that what you are using is considered brand appropriate for your organization. That's coming out in April, and for Copilot and PowerPoint to the worldwide tenant. Moving down a little bit further, we have Copilot can edit your document in PowerPoint. So Copilot in PowerPoint lets you create, edit, and refine presentations through natural conversation directly in your presentation. So you can start a new presentation or build on an existing one, asking Copilot to generate slides, update content, improve layouts, and polish design while preserving formatting, structure, and branding. Available to Copilot chat users without a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. So that's coming out this month, which there's not a whole lot left of this month. And it's PowerPoint, Copilot, and the worldwide standard tenant. And the last thing I have is for Copilot again, Copilot extensibility. IT admins will be able to enable Anthropic models by specific users and groups in the tenant. So basically, you're going to have admin controls to say this group of people or these individuals can use the Anthropic models, which is really a cool thing because Anthropic does some really nice stuff, but you may not want to cut it loose on everybody in the company, or security may have a problem with Anthropic being used, but they're okay with 1 or 2 selected individuals for a particular project. That's coming out this month and is going to worldwide tenant because it is Copilot related. And I don't have anything else in rolling out.
Do you have anything in launched?
I do have one thing in launch. There was very little in launch this month.
Yes, 3 things.
For this week, yeah. And I'm going to give you one of them. Copilot infinite scroll chat history. Yeah, it's really a big thing. So in infinite scroll chat history, I'm going to have a hard time with that one. It enables users to continuously browse older chat sessions by automatically loading additional conversations as they scroll. This creates a smoother, more modern chat history experience. I don't think I've ever tried to go far enough back in a chat where I started to lose entries, but apparently now that's never going to happen for me. So that has launched. It came out this month, and it's for Copilot Worldwide Standard Tenant. And that takes us down to canceled, of which there are 2.
There are 2, and they are Microsoft Teams. The Teams button on certified Microsoft Teams personal paraphernalia devices, one-click access to voice in Microsoft 365 Copilot within the Teams mobile app. This is for iOS. So Microsoft is not releasing this feature at this time, and they apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. So what you were supposed to be able to do is connect your certified Microsoft Teams personal Bluetooth device, such as your personal headset or earbuds. And with one press of a Teams button, you were supposed to be able to launch the Teams mobile app and invoke voice in Microsoft 365 within Teams, voice for Microsoft 365 Copilot within Teams. Now, this feature would have eliminated the hassle of navigating the menus on your mobile phone, giving you instant access to your personal AI assistant for quick conversational voice answers. And then the next one, which they are no longer proceeding with this change at this time, and that is summarize email with Copilot chat in Outlook. So you were supposed to be able to summarize your email with Copilot chat in a single click. This would have been available to users with a Microsoft 365 Copilot license who have pinning enabled. This change is coming both the classic and new Outlook for Windows. Well, it's
Oh,
not.
was.
And it summarizes the email attachments in Copilot chat. So that's not happening. It was updated April 21st of this year, and Microsoft is no longer proceeding with this change at this time. And again, they apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused you. Well, I hope that's enough information for you today. We've gone through the roadmap in development, rolling out, and launched, hopefully, and canceled. Hopefully, you found something useful or something to get excited about. Tom, do you have anything else that you want to share?
I do not.
Great. I won't be here next week, but I'm sure we'll have the full regalia. It might just be the Tom and Matt show, however.
Could be.
Could be. All right. Thanks so much for listening in and have a great day. Bye
Bye,
now.
everyone.